Welcome to my world. Won't you come on in? Miracles, I guess, still happen now and then. Look into my world. Leave your cares behind. Welcome to my world, built with you in mind. Knock and the door shall be open. Seek and you will find. Ask and you will be given love's peace of mind. I'll be waiting there with my arms unfurled, waiting just for you. Welcome to my world. Ooh. Welcome to my world.
Hello, everybody. Songfather here on this, well, crappy day. What can I tell you? No rain yet. Little spritzes here and there, but dark, no sun out, and then storms coming up here. At least on the island of Long for the next, and I forget what they said now. Probably the next 4 days, but this weekend looks good. So, you take what you can get. What are you going to do? And hope everybody had a nice Father's Day. Either making new memories or going over old memories, and just remembering what it's about. 50 Cent put out a video. I don't know if you saw it. I laughed because it's kind of true. And he's saying, Mother's Day comes out and all the commercials, or go to Zales and get diamonds and 81800 and send mom roses and this and that. And then when the guys come out, it's like for a drill set and a barbecue, and you're lucky if you get a text. And part of that is true. I don't know in all parts of the world, but sometimes it happens. Life gets in the way sometimes. And but we had a nice time with Pops yesterday, and he got to sit and stay in his recliner like the king that he is, and had some nice food and a glass of wine or two, and gave him his presents and everything else, and he enjoyed it and took a ton of pictures. I put them on my wall. It was a nice day. So I hope everybody had a very nice Father's Day yesterday. And I missed the clone. My son, as they call him now, because he's not a clone, he's his own man. They call him partly Sonny. Son of a didn't make it up for Father's Day, and I don't know, something was wrong with the phones, and he tried to get a hold of me or nothing. So I was a bit of a funk. I haven't seen him in a while, and it's tough. He's living down in Florida, and he's living his own life. I get that, and but it's not the way I was raised. And maybe he knows something better. We were up each other's rear ends most of the time. All of us, aunts, uncles, cousins, sisters. And yeah. But those are the memories I have, and those are fond memories that I have. And not seeing him for Father's Day kind of broke it up a little bit inside. But as through the power of God, I go to the mailbox today, and there's 2 cards there from him, and some nice, beautiful messages in there. So, you're about 57% forgiven. You got that? I brought you in this world. I could take you out. But anyway, thank you. I love you. The cards are great. And so let's, I don't even know how to bring it up because it's becoming old news, and it shouldn't be. Another New York City police officer took his life. right outside the precinct they worked for, the 121st over in Staten Island. And you don't know. And this is the fourth one in, I don't know, a little over a month. It makes you wonder what's going on. Is it all the social media? Is it, everybody with cameras? Is there the what seems to be an ever-growing resentment? And, only in certain areas of the country, but still, it's when you're out there and you are putting yourself on the line, which they are. It may not look it to us. You see a car sitting over there. You see a guy driving around. Oh, my God, this is what they do all night. But it's not what they do all night. And so maybe, when you get to a point like you're doing this for people you don't even know, and, I don't know, maybe they just say, the hell with it. And, obviously it's not just a job. There's got to be other things going on personally. And, well, we never know that. And maybe we shouldn't know that. But when it gets to be some kind of an epidemic, then I think we need to know what is going on. And I think the NYPD needs to get people in, and I know they already offer if you want to go and talk to somebody, but maybe they should start, do it a precinct at a time, put people in, either in small groups or one at a time, 15, 20 minutes, talk to them, see how they're feeling, blah 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 blah, let them know that if there is an ever-growing resentment out there, it's not inside the police department, and they got to know that they got backup, and it's very, very, very sad. So, nice Father's Day gift for me and other Yankee fans, and the Yankees won, and they won in nice big style, and a lot of rumors going around now because Judge and Stanton are on their way back. I think Stanton is playing, I think tonight, if not tomorrow. No, Tuesday, I think they said. So tomorrow night he'll be in the lineup. And, so that's another big bat. And the start is coming back. And, I said it many times. You heard me. I just feel bad for these guys that have done the job above and beyond. Maybe even better than all these guys put together could have done. And so here it goes. Frazier. Same thing with the Todd father, Todd Frazier. Maybe it's the name Frazier. Maybe they don't like Kelsey Grammer. I don't know, but he's now back down in AAA, and it's not fair to him. He is major league caliber right now. He needed to work on a few things, and like I said, stick him in right field. He's not a right fielder. What do you expect to happen? And so he's down there. So if it's not fair to him. They work hard. It's very hard to get out of the minor league, Double A, Triple A, and it's very hard to make it into the majors. It's like, I don't know, it's something like 10%, 13% actually make it into the major leagues, to a starting lineup. So, to come up and perform and then go down and then come back up again and then go down, it's not fair. It's not fair. So if you don't have any place for him, then trade him. Make it a nice trade, get a couple of pitches or whatever it is, but trade him to a team that wants him, is going to play him every day, and then we can all sit back and watch him when he's smacking homers and doubles and making plays and building his confidence, and then we can just go, you stupid son of a Cashman, I'd like to way I oughta. And so we got in Encarnacion, and I. At first, there was a little knee-jerk reaction, like, what the hell do we need him for? We're hitting homers up and down the lineup, with two on their way back that are, good for easy 40 home runs a year. Maybe not this year because, how it's been cut short, but, certainly we didn't need another power hitter, And now with these moves is why Frazier had to go down. Now there's talk that, well, when Stanton comes up, he's going to take left field, so where do you put Gardner? I go, well, I'm going to put Gardner on the bench and use him here and there. And that. He's the fastest guy in the team. He's hitting like unbelievable, especially in the clutch. And he proved it yesterday. I think he went 4 for 5 or 3 for 5 with 4 or 5 RBIs. He's like saying, you want to put me out the pasture? Well, watch what I still can do. And, it's just, he's a catalyst. He's a catalyst in the dugout. He's a leader in the dugout. He's a catalyst on the field. He's broken up more double plays with his speed, and stretched, from first to third on a single and putting himself in scoring position all the time. How do you put that guy on the bench? You want to talk at the end of the year and say, okay, this is really our plans for you. But he's one of the people that brought you to where you are at this particular moment in time, And then they're all... he has to make the team first, but Luke Voigt is really getting a lot of votes to make the All-Star team. And then they want him to go into the home run derby. And I don't want that. I mean, Judge was a different story, but, I don't think he's quite ready for the home run derby yet. You don't want to screw up his swing. I know he can hit the ball a mile, and I know it'll be so exciting to watch. But what happens when he comes back? Is he, to the team? Is he going to screw up his swing? Is he going to, whatever. That's just me. But it was a very nice day. So getting back to Father's Day, it's all about, like I said, it's all about memories and new ones, old ones. And it's all about the times of your life. And so I decided I was going to sing this first song by Mr. Paul Ankles. And I sang this once, and please forgive me, I cannot remember who out there. Paul Ankles is his cousin or his uncle, I forget. And he played it for him, and he said, wow, whoever that guy is, he sings it better than me, which was very gracious. But, just even the fact that Paul Anka listened to it and didn't throw up, it was great, So anyway, so this is it was the Kodak commercial song, and it's just a beautiful song about life, and, just remember the times of your life and keep those memories alive, all of them, through the joys and the sorrows. They're all memories. They're all part of what brought us to where we are right at this very second. So you may join along with me, or you may just stare into space and reminisce. But here's the time of your life. Good morning, yesterday. You wake up and time has slipped away, and suddenly it's hard to find the memories you left behind. Remember, do you remember the laughter and the tears, the shadows of yesteryears, the good times and the bad you've seen, and all the others in between? Remember, do you remember the times of your life? Reach back for the joy and the sorrow, put them away in your mind. The memories of time that you borrow to spend when you get to tomorrow. Here comes the setting sun. The seasons are passing one by one, so gather moments while you may, collect the dreams you dreamed today. Remember, will you remember the times of your life? This right now is going to be a memory. That's how quick it goes. Gather moments while you may, collect the dreams you dreamed today. Remember, will you remember the times of your life? Of your Do you remember, baby? Do you remember the times of your life? Do you remember, baby? Do you remember the times of your life? Hey, I'll let you know. Sometimes this band is too anxious to play. But so there you go. Beautiful song. Times of your life. That's all we are. It's all we got. The times of our lives, our memories. And, now more than ever with everything that you touch, is, soon it'll be cameras inside toasters and everything else. I notice more and more people are taking less pictures when you have your phone with you and the availability to take a ton of pictures for memories, I don't understand why. I know that's not true with me. I'm probably low on the totem pole, but I got over 10,000 pictures on my phone, and I got to get one of those things, and it says you stick it in the phone and it takes all them out. And it's like, oh wow, that's great. And then what if you lose that? So you got to take that. I got to put it in the safe next to the gun and whatever. But take the pictures. Take as many memories as you can, because there's an old saying: take as many pictures as you can, because quite possibly will come a time when the pictures are all you have. And it doesn't mean something bad is going to happen to you. It means that as we grow, as we get old, as life goes on, we lose people along the way. And, it's nice to try to remember in your mind that when you can take out the pictures, and that brings you back to where, you want to be, or where the picture was from that date. You remember exactly who was there and what time you got there and what you wore. And same things with music, same things with a song. You'd be sitting there and you hear the song and boom, you're at the club, or you're sitting on the couch with your girl or your boyfriend, or, oh, band, this is what we sang at this is the song that we played at my wedding or at the christening, so. Memories, that's what I should, memories. I sang that the other day, so. All right, so let me get to another thing here, which is kind of bizarre. But you know what? Before I get to the bizarre, let me just bring up the Dominican Republic again. Okay, and I am not taking shots, so don't put anybody on a plane or a boat or whatever to come and try to take me out, because you'll lose. But the 8th person from the United States has died mysteriously in the Dominican Republic. So that's 8 in the last year or so, and I think it's 4 or 5 in the last 6 months. And one, you don't want to say the guy deserved it. He was from New York City, and he went there to get liposuction done. I don't understand why. They interviewed his mother and his family, and they begged him, don't do it, If I think it had something to do with coverage or the cost or whatever it was, but they begged him, don't do it, at least not down there. And he went down there and he got liposuction, and that was it. Wow. And then just another one, I think yesterday or over the weekend. Again, something to do with some kind of a consumption of food or drink or whatever the heck it is, but gone. So somebody better get down there real quick. I thought they were on their way, but maybe they're not there yet. But we better find out what the hell is going on. In the meantime, as you share, and see how I did that? I segued right into this. As you share the show, share this information too. Don't go to the Dominican Republic on vacation. That's it. I mean, it's just plain and simple. I'm not looking to ruin anybody's life. I'm looking to enhance your life, to save your life. Something is drastically wrong down there, So, whether it's a small band of people that don't want Americans there, I have no clue. But all I know is 8 Americans, or anybody, it doesn't have to be Americans, but in the last year, 4 or 5 in the last 6 months, something's wrong. Stay away, please. Thank you. Okay, now, to the bizarre. Almost 25 years to the day of the murderversary, right, of Nicole Simpson and Ronald Goldman, O.J. Simpson decides to come out with his own Twitter account. And, that's bizarre enough, I would think. You would think the guy, who just got out of prison, for menacing and threatening and, a whole bunch of other stuff, would keep a low profile, just kind of hang out for a while, live your life and just enjoy it. And, no, you can't do that. He is the the atypical narcissist. Nothing is ever his fault. This one, this one set me up. This one said that. I didn't know I was going here. Stop the bullshit. But so now he's on. Okay, so that's bizarre enough. In the first, I think they said, don't hold me too close, but let's just say in the first 3 hours, he had over, I think it was the first 6 hours, he had over 300,000 followers, okay? As we speak today, he's zooming in on close to, he's going to be having over 1 million by tomorrow. Everybody that was outraged and punching and slamming and everything else, and hey, he killed those two. Everybody knows it, and he beat the system. And okay, all right, you're angry. I get it. I understand. Why are you following him? You want to send O.J. Simpson a message. Don't follow him. So he opens up a Twitter account, and he gets 20 followers. Okay, there's your message. Okay, shut up. Shut your mouth. Go back into the kitchen or into the living room or in your backyard, whatever it is, and just chill out and stay out of our faces. But I can't blame him for this because people are joining it. So they want to see his face. They want to hear what he's got to say. And his very first public statement on Twitter is, I got some getting even to do. The hell? So when he was questioned about it, he was like, well, no, I'm not talking violence. I mean, a lot of people, like the Inquirer and a lot of magazines and news people said a lot of bad things about me. Yeah. Well, I'm going to get even. About what? It was a lie? Was it a lie? Was it a mischaracterization of you? What? Stay out of the limelight, you schmuck. So, I'll save this one for a little bit later. These last two, because I might just go off on a tangent on one of them. But, do a little song. But I'm not doing it by the Beatles. This is Mr. Ringo Starr who did this song all by himself when they were doing the White Album. And it's just a fun song and, in typical Ringo style. It's a love song, like Sweet 16, but we won't go there because that's it's not cool. When you're 40 and you're singing you're 16, don't fly, boy. But this is called Don't Pass Me By. Love it. Anybody remember it? Listen for your footsteps coming up the drive. Listen for your footsteps, but they don't arrive. Waiting for you knock, dear, on my old front door. I don't hear it. Doesn't mean you don't love me anymore. I hear the clock ticking on the mantel shelf. See the hands moving, but I'm by myself. I wonder where you are tonight, and why I'm by myself. I don't see you. Doesn't mean you don't love me anymore. Don't pass me by, don't make me cry, don't make me blue. 'Cause darling, I love only you. You'll never know it hurt me so. How I hate to see you go. Don't pass me by. Don't make me cry. Sorry that I doubted you. I was so unfair. You were in a car crash and you lost your hair. You said that you would be late about an hour or two. I said that's alright, I'm waiting here, waiting just for you. Don't pass me by, don't make me cry, don't make me blue. 'Cause darling, I love only you. so. How I hate to see you go, don't pass me by. Don't make me cry. Don't pass me by, don't make me cry. Don't make me blue. Don't pass me by, don't make me cry, don't make me blue. 'Cause you know, darling, I love only you. You'll never know it hurt me so. How I hate to see you go, don't pass me by. Don't make me cry. I guess that's a valid excuse, huh? She was in a car crash and she lost her hair, so she was going to be 2 hours late. Attaboy, Ringo. Yep, it's Ringo. Love it. You gotta love the Ringo. Hip, it's Ringo. Ringo from the Beatles. Hey, that wasn't bad. Okay, yes it was. So, all right, let me do another song right off it. Following right off that. A song by Mr. Jim Croce. Another, it's a weird saying that we always say gone too soon. Like there's a time limit, but he was definitely gone too soon. Major talent, singer, songwriter, human. But what are you going to do? Things happen that way. So, and this is called Operator. That's not the way it feels. And it's, we've all been there. We all go through it. And the song is, he misses his girl, and she was fooling around with an ex-friend of his. And, but I'm thinking about her, and I'm missing her. I'm going to call her up. Operator, help me get this phone number. I got to talk to her. And then he's like, hey, you know what? I don't want to talk to anybody over there. Forget it. Keep the dime. I'm out of here. Take it easy. Ciao, ciao. So, Operator. Right? What a song. Love it. Operator, would you help me place this call? You see the number on the matchbook is old and faded. She's living in L.A. with my best old ex-friend Ray, a guy she said she knew, well, it sometimes hated. But isn't that the way they say it goes? Well, let's forget all that and give me the number if you can find it, so I can call just to tell them I'm fine and to show I've overcome the blow. I learned to take it well. I only wish my words just convinced myself that it just wasn't real. But that's not the way it feels. Operator, could you help me place this call? I can't read the number that you just gave me. Something in my eyes, you see it happens every time. I think about the love that I thought would save me. But isn't that the way they say it goes? Well, let's forget all that and give me the number if you can find it, so I can call just to tell them I'm fine and to show I've overcome the blow. I learned to take it well. Only wish my words just convinced myself that it just wasn't real. But that's not the way it feels. No, 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 no. That's not the way it feels. Operator, let's forget about this call. There's no one there I really wanted to talk to. Thank you for your time. You've been so much more than kind. You can keep a dime. Isn't that the way they say it goes? Well, let's forget all that and give me the number if you can find it, so I can call just to tell them I'm fine and to show I've overcome the blow. I learned to take it well. Only wish my words had just convinced myself that it just wasn't real. But that's not the way it feels. What a song from Mr. Jim Croce. Holy moly. Holy cannoli. Guacamole. But yeah, I don't know about you, but I get goosebumps at the end when it hits them. What am I doing? There's nothing she's going to do. I can't call my ex-best friend because they're together. What are they going to do for me? Ain't going to do shit. I got to do this for myself. So I'm trying to convince myself it didn't happen. You know what? It did happen. And you know what? To them, that's when he says to the operator, forget this call. Don't worry about it. Hey, forget about it. So, all right. Down in South Carolina, outside of Charleston. So, we give Charleston a little break right now. But two, I don't know, I can't stand being politically correct. But we'll call them undocumented, male and female, were apprehended with over $1 million in heroin. So, it's a two-sided argument, if you want to say that, from my point of view. Yes, they were illegal aliens, undocumented or whatever. But where did they get it? How did they get it here? It wasn't from undocumented people that are doing it. You know what I'm saying? So they're, you hear him? He had a rainy week. I don't know if you can hear him, but they're using them for like mules, They can't get jobs. They're undocumented. So, okay, you know what? Move this $1 million in heroin for me and I'll give you $5,000 or something like that. I mean, So, every time you think the DEA has done unbelievable job in the past year of gigantic seizures up and down in Canada, across the United States and everything. So, what they're doing and where they're getting their information is phenomenal. And it just goes to show you that no matter how much you catch, it just keeps on coming. So, maybe one day if there's ever peace on earth, we need to go and where all these fields are, where they're growing all this crap and everything else, because not that there's any legitimacy to this business, for Christ's sake, but I know they're putting up knock-on stations all over the place and all the cops are armed. And we had a fireman, I'm sorry, I don't remember what state it was, but a guy was overdosing on heroin, and the fireman gave him the knock-on and revived him, and he got up and killed him, shot him and killed him. I mean, what? The guy just saved your fucking life, excuse my mouth, and they kill him. So, we have a tendency to try to put everybody in the same category as we are. They think the same, they have the same empathy. We don't. And especially when you get to the level of a heroin addict, okay, you have one loyalty, and that's just your next injection. That's it. That's your only friend, your girlfriend, your wife, your mother, your everything is inside that substance there. So, we need to, which they did. Now they're doing like DNA tests when they arrest somebody with heroin, and then through X amount of arrests, boom, 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 and they track it back to this one dealer, and that guy is going away. Okay, nowhere near it. Didn't see it, doesn't matter. You know, it's like a RICO act for heroin now. It's traced back to you. 5 overdoses, 5 deaths. You're going to jail for 5 deaths. That's how you do it. Stop it at the source, not at the user. You know, there's an old saying. It says, hate the addiction, but don't hate the addict. And it's very easy to go, oh, well, they knew what they were doing. You know, yes and no, maybe. But once it's got a hold of you, wow, unbelievable. Unbelievable. And then, should I save this one? You know, let's see how we doing here in time. All right, I'll do it now. California. Mandatory sex educations for 7th and 8th graders. Okay? All right, so, you know, every school and growing up, you had some kind of a sex education. It involved the fallopian tubes and this and that and the sperm that goes through and breaks the egg and all that other bullshit. You know? Okay. That's not this in California. They go over everything from oral sex, anal sex, regular sex, phone sex, group sex, kinky sex. These are the categories of the chapters that they go through during the course of the year. Kinky sex, sex with blood and other human bodily fluids. What the hell are we doing? 7th and 8th graders, they should be worrying about getting some Clearasil, you know, to pop their pimples. And now you're teaching them. I mean, it truly is turning into Sodom and Gomorrah out there. You know, and it's just such a shame because you know, California was always noted as a beautiful state where the beautiful people lived, and you know, Bel Air and L.A. and all that other stuff, and San Diego with the best weather probably in the world, and San Francisco. I mean, you know. Now what? Like I said, I don't know, a few shows ago, and people are living on the streets, in tents, out of tents, you know, taking craps on the sidewalk, and you know, it's legal now. You can do that, you know, sanctuary cities, and I mean, what are we doing? What's going on? You know, might as well just wait for that San Andreas fault and just let California float out to sea now. It's getting out of control. And the governor down in Florida just signed the bill. No sanctuary cities in the state of Florida. Okay. You know, it's not we're being inhumane. It's not that it's against human rights or anything else. They're not here as part of this country. They're not here as citizens. You know, apply and do it like everybody else did. Like, you know, our grandfathers did it and their grandfathers, some of our own parents. You come over, you find you sign the paper, you take the test. I pledge allegiance. You know, who was the first president of the United States? You know, okay, but this is. I don't see it. 7th and 8th graders, you know. I know it's a different time. Believe me, I do understand that. And, you know, I mean, they're sending nude pictures to each other in, you know, 6th grade or something, or whatever, or 8th grade. You know, they don't know exactly too much what they're doing. But now we're teaching them other ways to do stuff. You know, I know they got their own code words now for this and that. And I know what the rainbow is and all that other crap. And, but somewhere somebody's got to stop again and go, wait a minute, save that shit for high school, okay? That all comes out and it goes, when you're a junior in high school, well, then we'll go over that. I mean, yeah, wow, they probably know it already. All right, good. But we didn't teach them. That's what's important. You're supposed to be there to get an education on how to get along better in life when you get out of school, you know, so you can be successful and maintain yourself. And so this is mandatory. You cannot, a parent cannot say, well, I don't want my child taking it. They can't. If they do, if you take it, you're out of the school. Wow. My. What is going on? So anyway, let's do this song by Mr. Dino Crocetti. And one of my favorites of his, everybody did it, especially everybody that was singing Italian, Jerry Val and what's his name? Oh, my God. You believed it? What is it, Tino? Oh, yeah, thank you. Jimmy Roselli. See, Tino knows his stuff. Not all just pretty feathers. He's smart. But this is called Innamorata. In love. If our lips should meet. Innamorata. If our lips should meet, innamorata, kiss me, sweet, innamorata. close and say you're mine. With the love as warm as wine, I'm at heaven's door, enamorada. Want you more and more, enamorada. Your symphony, a very beautiful sonata. My enamorada, say that you're my sweetheart, my love. Symphony, a very beautiful sonata. My enamorada, say that you're my sweetheart, my one and only sweetheart. Say that you're my sweetheart, my love. Say it! Mr. Dino Crocetti, if you know what I'm saying. So, yeah, beautiful song. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Let's make sure I got everything I needed here. And, oh, excuse me, 3 more hit and runs over the weekend, resulting in 2 deaths and 1 critical. I'm not saying anything. I'm not pointing any fingers. But who are these people that don't have insurance or have too many suspension on the license or don't have a license, that don't know the rules, that don't know the speed limits, that are running people down and taking off and not accepting responsibility? Tino, I know it wasn't you. You don't drive. Oh, yeah. But there's the two key words: taking responsibility. Terrible what they're doing to people's families, you know. So, all right, so we covered everything. OJ, stinking no good run, son of a. Okay, so getting back to Father's Day with Papa, Dad, Pops. He called this morning and wanted to say thank you for such a wonderful Father's Day, and it really made him feel good, and which is great. And so I said, so you have any songs? You a particular song you would like me to sing? Or right now? No, not right now. Oh, okay, if you want me to sing on the phone. And he goes, no. Oh, you mean tonight for the show? I said, yeah. I have but one. All of a sudden, he's Dean Martin and Al Martino. Who knew? So, from The Godfather, you can act like a man. It's I Have But One Heart. Beautiful, beautiful song. Beautiful sentiment. Beautiful, honest lyrics. And, I always say what a wonderful thing to feel, to say to somebody. But it's also what a wonderful thing to hear from somebody, I have one heart. It's yours. That's it. I have one life. It's yours. That's it. I have one future. One forever. It's yours. That's it. Come on. How could you not think that's the greatest thing you ever heard in your life? I don't know. But, don't start me. I don't want to get all started up here. You can crank me up. Hey, maybe I'll do a Rolling Stones tomorrow. I see a red door and I want to paint it black. No colors anymore. I only want it black. I wonder what that's all about. So anyway, here is for Papa, my dad, Sonny Grosso, number 1, always number 1. I Have But One Heart. Love it. Sing along if you know. I have but one heart. This heart I bring you. I have but one heart to share with you. I have but one dream that I can cling to. You are the one dream I pray comes true. My darling, until I saw you, I never felt this way, and nobody else before you ever has heard me say, you are my one love. My life I live for you. I have but one heart to give to you. E vicino mare facciamo amore, ancora ancora spence passare sul marinare così barezza, ma palarezza pongo morire. You are my one love, my life I live for you. I have but one heart to give to you. Johnny Fontaine never gets that part. There you go, Pops and Chrissy. I hope you loved it. I know you loved that song. And, he sings it all the way through. Sings it well, too. I have to put something in his tea, so, not to hurt him, just to, gravel his voice a little bit. I don't need no competition for my own family. So, anyway, only kidding. He knows that. So there you go. So that's today's show. I hope you enjoyed it. I don't think I went too long. Get 5 songs in, plus with me yapping. Kind of hard to keep it under an hour, but I think I did it. And so Yanks got 3. 1, 2, 3. I think 2 or 3 with Tampa. And what's today? Monday, Tuesday, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3 with Tampa, 4 with Houston, and then they go to London to play the Red Sox. To quote Friends, to London! But so they got no days off until they get on a plane and sleep on the way over to London, so that should be cool. And if there was any kind of financial situation, I got a lot of friends over there across the pond. I would have flown over there, got some tickets. We would have went, had a few pints, and then I would have introduced them to Sambuca, all except Jason Whitehead, because I'll tell you what, he is probably the only person that's living over in the United Kingdom, that's from the United Kingdom, that I swear is Italian. The way he cooks, the way he drinks, his sense of humor, good man. Right, Jason? You got it. So have a good day. I love you. Thank you. See you tomorrow at 6. 1, 2, 3, and bam. I'm not doing the eyes. You can't make me do the eyes, and I won't do the eyes.